Hey guys, Joe here. It's Saturday morning, and one of us isn't wearing pants. Is it you? I'll never tell. How you guys doing? Joe here, and I just wanted to do this video because of a couple of comments I received from one gentleman who is now banned from this channel. The reason he is banned is because he was giving bad advice. I never want to see somebody give bad advice to somebody else and somebody else do something stupid or harm themselves. So, going forward, understand that if you try to be a keyboard warrior or somebody who's talking out of the side of your mouth without knowing what you're talking about, and you're doing it in an aggressive or this is the actual truth way, I'm just going to get rid of you. Our community doesn't need you. We're 5,800 strong. We're doing great, and I don't need to put up with that stuff. Now, on to what was actually said. This gentleman left a comment on the Kimber Stainless Warrior or Kimber Stainless Lightweight video saying, if you have your finger in, or you should never check for a bullet with your finger. If the slide drops on your finger, it will cut it off. As a future reader, you will thank me. All I can say is, what? My buddy's cat does more damage than a slide does, by the way. For the record, TLDR, this is the third time I filmed it. That's why my finger's dirty. And look, I still have it. But we'll get to that. So I responded, number one, I only do that after I've locked the slide into position and I know it's locked. Number two, it's perfectly safe because it's a 11 to 16 pound recoil spring, depending on what firearm you're using. Number three, you'll cause more damage to your finger slamming it in a door in your house or slamming it in your car door. I said, I understand your concern, but it is not unsafe. And he went on a little paragraph long comment response tirade saying something stupid about it's much more dangerous than closing your finger in a car door. It's two pieces of steel, blah, blah, blah. And he goes off and he says like 6 things that are not true in one sentence. So I responded to him. I said, number one, it's one piece of sliding steel. The frame does not move in an opposite direction to the slide. This is not an equal and opposite reaction thing, because until the force of impact of the slide hits home, it will do nothing to the frame. So yeah, that's number one down. Number two, if you've ever slammed your finger in a car door or a door of your house, you'll know how painful that actually is. So number two, disproven. Number three is he continued on about something, and at that point I was laying in bed and I'm pissed off, so I got up and started filming this. This is actually the third time I filmed this, because the first 2 times I was being much meaner than I am right now. Basically what I'm saying is, gun safety is no joke. And I would rather have my finger get pinched than have a gun go off. But I know what you guys are saying. What if he's right? What happens when a slide drops on a finger? And again, I still have mine, so TLDR. The twitching is because I have nerve damage. Don't worry about that. But for our example is a 1911. This is my Rock Island 1911. Absolutely standard internals. There's nothing custom about it. Doesn't have an upgraded spring, nothing like that. And to show you that it's real, they don't recommend dropping on an empty chamber, but I'm going to do it this time just to show you that this slide has not been modified in any way for this experiment. Slide went home, gun is fully functional. Most slide locks, and the 1911 has a nicer one just because it's completely farther away from, so I don't accidentally hit it. But as you can see, most slide locks use mechanical interaction to keep the slide from moving forward. It's not something that's going to just disengage randomly. Watch this. I just put a hole in my chair. Even hitting it on the back won't send the slide home. Poor chair. Anyway, as you can see, so whatever you're going to do with your hand is not going to cause as much. Actually, here. Dropped a knife, but nothing happened. So, what happens when you stick your finger in? Because when I was clearing that firearm, and I do it for all of them, it's a little bit of a overreach of safety, I guess we could call it, because obviously if there's no magazine in it and you can see through it, this is kind of pointless, but I do it anyways because it's something that reinforces that safety is important. So yeah, I'll do that. And in the Kimber video, I went like this, because you can see the chamber is inset. It's about right here. So I went like this. So what happens when that's an entire knuckle from there down is wedged into the slide? Let's do it like that. I'm not screaming in pain. My finger is still attached. It is pinching, which is a little bit of an ouchie, because it actually pinches between the wall of the slide and the chamber itself. But that is what happens. My finger still works. It's still fine. Again, I twitch because I have nerve damage, but it is not going to do anything. And I showed you how hard it is to accidentally drop this slide. Here, I'll do it again. And I'm actually going to move my finger over so that it actually closes more on my knuckle. But still, it does not have the force necessary to cause any real damage to my hand. I hope that answers it. And I hope that somebody is smart enough to realize that this is not something with enough pressure to cut your finger off. And I hope that this shows you guys that I take gun safety very seriously. I am one of those people, I'll admit, hey, that's loose. I enjoy watching gun fails. I never want to see somebody hurt, but I love seeing gun fails. And I don't want to be one of those videos where a negligent discharge goes off and hurts somebody. And I would rather pinch my finger than assume there's no bullet in the gun and let somebody else pick up the gun with the slide closed and shoot my wall, shoot a dog, a cat, a neighbor's kid, a neighbor's really loud barking dog. Anyways, tirade over. Just please, if you're going to try to sound like you're smart, have something to back it up. That's all I can say. Just don't be an idiot. As usual, I have to pander a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll have links to stuff in the video description, like an Uplula. These are a gosh send, especially for people with nerve damage like me, trying to load a 33 round happy stick from a Glock. Necessary completely. So that's it. I'm out of here. Obviously, if you're a member, you saw 2 extra videos this week, and that will continue every week. You get 2 ad-free videos a week, along with the regularly uploaded videos. And yeah, we'll keep growing the channel. I'll keep disproving idiots when it's super easy to do, and we'll just keep growing the channel. Don't be afraid to leave me a comment. I love comments. I love talking to people. I love when people give me their opinion. I love to give my opinion. But if you're going to try to make something a fact, get your facts straight. Facts. It's very early in the morning. I'm tired. I'm going back to bed. And, as always, I'll talk to you later.